I'm certain I dropped it somewhere around here. Is something the matter? Nothing I say. That matter, what are you doing here when you have preparations to make for the festival? Get back to work. Normally I would, but you look as though you have something on your mind. Are you sure I can't be of assistance? This is a personal matter. You butting into my private affairs will do more harm than good. Though since you're here, it couldn't hurt to ask, have you seen a notebook around this area by any chance? It would have a black leather cover. I don't believe I've seen anything like that. I'd be happy to help you look, though. That is quite unnecessary. But if you are so inspired to assist me, you may do so by forgetting that this conversation ever took place. Understood? This missing notebook has him even more on edge than usual. Probably shouldn't talk to him. That said, I'm sure he'd be happy if I found that notebook. I'll need some clues before I can do that, though. Alright. Before I go... I must have dropped it while making my rounds. Ah, the rooftop. It's the only place that makes sense. You walk in place. Uh-huh. Yeah, you keep going. But then it should be around here. Wait, so he seriously dropped it off the rooftop? Maybe I could figure out where it might be if I head up there. Hello there. Excuse me, mind if I ask you a question? I believe Vice Principal Heinrich was up here just a while ago. Rean gave a brief rundown of the situation. I see. That would make sense. Yeah, he was up here. Came along to check up on how everything was going. He was using his notebook as a sort of checklist for all of our arrangements. Come to think of it, I wouldn't be surprised if his notebook was full of info on everyone's festival plans. Finding it should be a top priority. Do you remember where he was standing at the time? Just about there, right where you can get a good look at the courtyard. Oh, but he left right after that. You ever heard some guys messing around over near the field, so he moved over there to yell at them a little better. I think he even leaned over the railings a bit for that one. Which means it probably didn't fall into the courtyard. Thanks, that narrows things down. No worries, best of luck. Alright, over by the Academy Field. You there. Excuse me, may I ask you something? Oh, my goodness, is something wrong? Do you need some help? Not exactly. Rean briefly explained the situation. Oh, so you're looking for a notebook? Now that I think about it, I believe I heard some first-year boys talking about something they found. That might be what you're looking for. Huh, fantastic. That's my next stop then. This might be over even faster than I thought. Did you see where they went? I believe I saw them saying something about going someplace quiet so they can get a better look at it. I'm sorry, I wish I could be more specific. Not at all. That's a great lead as it is. Somewhere quiet, huh? I think I might know where they are. No time to waste. Better get going. To the old schoolhouse. Vandals! Hand it over. Now this is a good find. What do you think about this photo, Rex? Oh man, that's awesome. It's definitely an amateur shot, but it captures the energy of a live performance. It's almost too good. I wonder who it belongs to, though. The notebook's covered in some pretty expensive looking leather, so maybe it's one of the nobles? Excuse me, guys. You found that notebook somewhere, right? Mind if I take a look at it? Oh crap, guess that answers our question about the owner. Man, well, here you go. Looks like it matches the description. which means it belongs to Vice Principal Heinrich. I wanted to have a better look at her, too. I know, right? I've never seen her before, but damn. Oh well, it's probably for the best that it gets returned to its owner. Guy seems pretty devoted to her, too. If we try to hold on to it, things might just get ugly. Yeah. What are they even talking about? Sorry for the trouble. Make sure it gets back into the right hands. Let him know he's got our seal of approval, alright? Sure. What in the world is written in here? I kind of want to check. No, that'd be a bad idea. I should head straight back and return it to the vice principal. Even if it isn't his, I can just return it at the reception. Hey, don't tell me you're a fan too. Nice. She isn't that well known in the Empire, but I guess you Class 7 types are pretty worldly. Okay, now I'm really curious about what's in there. Let's see. Nope. Care to go any further? Well, the only way... What are they on about? Oh well. Let's turn it in. Oh, you again. I'm busy. A concept you clearly seem to not have familiarized yourself with. State your business without delay. I found a black leather notebook and thought it might be yours. This is indeed my notebook. You wouldn't have happened to look inside it, would you? No, of course not. Well, I didn't at least. Of course. How could I have expected such privacy-infringing behavior from a student of our esteemed academy? Oh, you dropped the picture. Is this? Dude! Wait! Why do you have a picture of Rixia? For those who are not aware, Rixia is part of Arkansas over in Crossbell. She is a great dancer. Wow, I guess this weird vibe I was picking up had some merit. Also, why do you have a picture of her? Creep. It seems to be a picture of some dancer wearing a remarkably skimpy outfit. Some dancer? You call one of the greatest artists of our time some dancer? Foolishness, utter foolishness. She is a member of Crossbell's highly esteemed theater troupe, Arkansas. To call her a mere dancer is churlish. I've never even heard of them. They were known for their magnificent and passionate performances, replete with acrobatic feats that would blow your mind. Arkansas represents true art, capturing the hearts and eyes of those blessed enough to bear them witness. My eyes are close to their glory until I was invited to see one of their performances in Crossbell. Their brilliance is renowned across the continent, rivaling even the acclaim this nation's operas receive. There is no shame in admiring Rixia Mao's many charms. On the contrary, those who don't should hang their head in shame. Her talent is such that she was cast in a leading role almost immediately after her debut. Furthermore, she's earned everything she has through hard work and dedication. Is it any wonder why we love her so much? Tragically, the recent terrorist attack in Crossbell has impacted Arkansas just as it would any other citizens. Oh yeah, that did happen just recently. Yikes. Yeah, hope everyone over there is doing okay. My heart goes out to Crossbow. But I believe in them. No setback is too great to stop them from soaring to even greater levels of excellence. The voices of the fans shall be their support as they continue their climb. We shall support Rixia Mao. Wow, that was the last thing I ever expected to hear from him. Well then, allow me to thank you for returning my notebook to me. That said, you are to seal your memories of this discussion away in the deepest reaches of your mind, never to re-emerge. Yes, sir. Golden Bell. This is not a bribe, understood? It is, a token to ensure that you put every last ounce of effort into serving the Academy Festival. Given that Class 7 is trailing behind the other classes, I hope that this acts as an appropriate motivator. I fully expect you to prepare with the highest level of diligence so that you do not bring shame upon this Academy. Yes, sir. We'll be sure to meet your expectations. And with that, duly noted is done. I guess you could call him a fan. I call it kind of weird, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, no. I don't blame him for being such a fan, though. I am quite a fan of them myself, and hope that everyone recovers okay after the incident. Okay, alright, let's start actually taking care of some of the actual requests. And man, this place is... I've not seen this place any busier, and... Alright, first stop. First floor. Southwest corner. Excuse me, I heard that a package was mistakenly delivered to Class 2. Is this where I can pick it up? Oh, I'm glad to see you. Do you have a minute? I'll show you right now. Let's see it. What a relief. It's right over here. Margarita, he says he's here for the package. Oh, how fortunate. I was just about to put it away, too. Come along now. Okay, then. Rean investigated the contents of the package. Are these cones? That they are. We were planning on setting up some boundaries for our Stella Garten, but not with anything that garish. None of us ordered them by mistake either. We suspect that they were meant for another class. Now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure I saw some cones on the field. I'll take these over there and ask around. You mean it? Thank you. In that case, we will leave this matter in your capable hands. Alright. To the Academy Field. You there. Excuse me, do you have a minute? I believe I have a package for you. A package, you say? Oh yes, those are the cones we plan on using for the Super Stallion. It took so long to arrive that I started wondering if I'd listed the wrong address or something of the sort. My thanks to you. Our preparations can continue as scheduled. Happy I could help. I'm sure the student council is running themselves ragged right now, but you've done well. Even so, we have another issue to resolve. Oh? While we were waiting on our cones, we had another parcel mistakenly delivered to us. You can see it over there. We've had our hands full here, so we hadn't decided what to do with it. That makes sense. Any ideas what was inside? Freshly printed books. A sizable number of them, I might add. Those are probably stock rather than a personal book delivery. Would you mind if I took care of these? I might know who they were meant for, so I can take them to the rightful owners. It wouldn't be a bother. If it wouldn't be a bother, that would be a great help to all of us. By all means, take the books to their rightful owners. Alright, next up, the bookstore. Yo. Hello, how are your festival preparations coming along? I'd be happy to help you in any way I can. All you need to do is ask. Believe it or not, I have a package for you. At least I think I do. Oh, so they delivered it to the wrong place, did they? Here I was thinking it was delayed by the high volume of shipments this time of year. Well, I'm glad it's here now, though I do regret taking up your time when you're so busy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The Academy's close enough that it wasn't a problem. Ha, that's kind of you. That reminds me, though. Someone else's package has been delivered to me, too. Would you mind if I had a look? Not at all. I looked in there myself just to see if there was something I ordered and later forgotten about. It's full of books, but they're certainly not our regular stock. Rean opened the package and inspected its contents. These are different. The books are so slim. Maybe a short story? Pretty sure I've seen something like this before. I think one of the students at the Academy might have ordered these. Maybe it's something someone wrote and planned to sell during the festival. If that's the case, then there's no point in leaving them here. I'll take these with me and try to figure out who they belong to. As if I weren't already worried about taking up your time with busy work, but thank you for doing this. To the Student Union! Alright, and it belongs to the Literature Club. Hello? Oh, I didn't see you. We finished up our book and sent it out for copying and binding, but they're taking their time in sending them back. I really want to go over everything and make sure that it all came out okay. Excuse me, are these books are these the books you're looking for? That's them. That's definitely them. Thank goodness. I was really starting to worry that they wouldn't get here in time. Now we'll all be able to hold our little reading circle just as planned. I really would like some boys to attend and share their impassioned views on the works while we'll be reading. Can't read today. But be still, my heart. Well, at least she's enthusiastic. Well then, that's all I'm here for, so... Oh, hold on a minute. I just remembered something. Let me guess, something you didn't ask for got delivered here, too? How did you know? Just call it a theme. It's this. I assumed this box, would have my books in it, so I was quite surprised when I found something different inside. Mind if I take a look? It's full of ornaments. They all look really expensive, too. There's an elegant-looking lampstand, and is that a statue of Pegasus? I'm hoping for our reading circle to be a little bit like a tea party, but I'm not using anything this expensive looking, so I'm sure these must have been meant for someone else. All the packages were delivered just to the wrong people, so this one might be... I'll hold on to this if you don't mind. I think I might know who ordered it. Well then, it's all yours. And please do come along to our reading circle during the festival. You might want to bring a friend or two, too. I'll think about it. And now, back to the main building. Southwest corner. Oh. So let me get this straight. You delivered every single package to the wrong place? I'm sorry. I only just started this job, so... I don't care about your excuses. Just tell me when our ornaments are going to arrive. I'm so sorry. Looks like I'm here just in time. Are you waiting on these by any chance? Oh yes, here they are. And not a single one out of place. Now we can finally get started on the interior. Did you really redeliver everything for me? I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. No worries. It was kind of a pain, but I get why it happened. Seriously, don't worry about it. Even so, I still ended up causing you trouble. Oh wait, please take these. Are you sure? It's the least I can do. I'll be sure that this never happens again, and you can count on that. Well, goodbye. Sorry again. He's a busy one, alright. I hope he's not running off to fix more mistakes. I guess it's just because there are so many deliveries to make with everyone getting ready for the festival. It definitely makes it harder to blame him for messing up. That is true. Anyway, it seems like things are all sorted out. Really appreciate the help. We may be rivals, but you have my appreciation too. I hope both of our festival plans go as well as they can. Yeah, the better the attractions, the better the festival. Yeah. Alright, so now we have 2 more requests. There's one in there, and the other one... Well, here's hoping nothing goes wrong with that session. This is why Why am I allowed to override a save so easily? Whatever. Anyway, so our next stop... Actually, Radio Trista. What's the closest? The park without having to exit a building. Though technically the cafe would still be closer. Radio Trista Station. Sorry to keep you waiting, Michael. Oh, there you are. I'm just glad you can make it at all. Our specials tonight, but some people still haven't submitted what they want us to say during it. I mean, we could go ahead without them, but it'd feel kinda unfair if we did. I imagine it probably just slipped their minds, considering how much everyone has to do right now. But you are taking the time to give everyone's events coverage, so I'm sorry that they put you through this. Don't sweat it. The festival gives us some good material every year. You won't see me complaining that the students are making it better. The Academy's been getting lots of coverage ever since what happened last month, too. Sorry. We don't have the time to shoot the breeze about that. So, you got the time to get this done? You bet. You'll be broadcasting tonight, so let's get this done as quickly as possible. You are the man. I'm still waiting on replies from Class 1, Class 5, and the Occult Research Society. I don't know where the people in charge of them are, but you probably will since you're all from the same academy. Go get those comments. Leave it to me. Class 1 should still be rehearsing for their operetta, so I'm sure that's where I'll find them. Class 5's Amishi Panic will be set up in the gymnasium, which leaves the Occult Research Society. Guess I'll head to their club room. Right then, let's get going. Alright, first up, the Student Union. Zoom. If I remember right, yep, last one. Hello. Hello. Do you need me for something? Do you need something from me? That I do. I'm collecting comments about each of the festival's events for a radio broadcast focusing them. I had no idea the Occult Research Society was actually doing something for the festival, though. I certainly am. Oh, are you curious? Can I just have a simple answer, please? Very well, I suppose I can tell you. I'll be turning this room into a fortune-telling house during the festival. How accurate will the fortunes I tell be? That's for you to find out for yourself. I guess I should take that as her comment. Thanks. Oh, and as for that man from the radio station who sent you, I see a great deal of hardship in his future. Well, gee, I'd hate to get in the way of your preparations, so I'd better get going now. Oh, come on, Rean, that was kind of mean. Alright, so our next stop is the auditorium, but it's not actually a quick travel location, so kind of have to go about a roundabout way. Oh, look at y'all. Excuse me, could I have a moment? What are you doing here? This is Class 1's practice area. Did you see the sign that said Class 7 Interlopers Welcome? Or perhaps, please interrupt us? No? Then move along. I'm only here to ask about Class 1's comment for the radio special on the Academy Festival tonight. You still haven't submitted one. Oh, right. Did no one submit a comment for our class? I certainly haven't. Likewise, we've been so focused on practicing that it slipped our minds. Listen well. Then, Class 1 will be performing on an operetta set in the Middle Ages, known as the Coronation of Garuda. It is the dramatic tale of Garuda, a most noble lady, favored by the Emperor himself as she struggles against her own destiny. The leading roles will be played to perfection by Patrick Hyams and myself, Ferris Florald. Our operetta won't just be captivating, but also educational. We even consulted an expert to ensure our script's accuracy. I implore those of you listening not to miss out on our fabulous performance, especially in order to watch other lesser events performed by other lesser classes the very same day. We will not be topped. I think that should do for now. Thanks. She really is competitive. Wow, seriously. Oh yeah, I can't reach that high pitch. Alright, so last one is in the gymnasium. Hey Laura. Bye Laura. Mishies. Oh yeah, they're having a Mishi game. Speaking of, I remember for one of the calendar stuff, they had, I think it was for Cold Steel 2, they had an image of Tio, Tita, Ren, Milliam, and I think there was someone else. Oh yeah, I think Kia was there. I think it was just kind of like a festival thing, and not. I'm pretty sure it was a festival thing and not anything spoilerific. But yeah, they were playing like Whack-A-Mishi. I just remember Tio using her weapon instead of like one of the mallets they give you, whacking the Dark Mishi, and Mishi's just looking scared out of his mind. Oh, I love that one. Come on, work! I command you to work! Mishi, why have you forsaken us? Is everything okay over here? Hey, watch out! This Class 7 Joker's here to get the dirt on us. What, you think this is some sort of show? Get out of here before I make you get out of here. Oh, I'd like to see you try, buddy. Come on. Who has fought terrorists multiple times? Come on, bud. Simmer down, boys. Sorry about that. Truth is, the machine we're using isn't really working like it should, so we're all a little on edge. We sent off someone to get George, though, so our technical woes should be over before too long. But what's your story? do you actually have a reason for coming, or are you actually spying on us? It's the former, I assure you. I hate to ask when you're so busy, but it's about the festival feature on the radio tonight. Class 5 hasn't provided the station with a comment, so I was hoping that someone could say some... Oh, ideas, it's Monk. How could that radio freak have forgotten that? Yeah, you're gonna have to ask him. What the hell, man? He seemed so excited when he told us he'd take care of it. What could he even be doing right now? So instead of one of you coming up with a comment on the fly, I need to find Monk? Any idea where he might be at the moment? I don't think any of us have seen him since yesterday, actually. Whatever he's doing right now, he better be pretty important if he thinks he can just ditch us at a time like this. You sure he's not just sleeping in? Anyway, none of us have got the time to come up with some fancy radio comment. We gotta go straight to Monk for that. Got it. I'll look for him at the lower class dorm. Hopefully I can find him. To the dorm! But yeah, speaking of that one, I love that little image. It's a nice little calendar thing. There's another one that confuses me because I don't recognize one of the people on there. It's a picture of, I believe, let's see. It was Elisa. There was Chloe from Trails in the Sky. There was... who else was there? There was V Sergeant from Sky as well. Then there was Shara and Sherazard from Trails in the Sky, and Angelica. I think it's Angelica. You can only see her head, but I'm like 80% sure it's her. But yeah, there's this girl with white hair, and I do not recognize her at all. Like, I was like, who is this? Yeah, it's a girl with white hair, so. Alright, any of you seen Monk? I can't see Monk anywhere on the first floor. Let's ask someone where he is. Excuse me, do you have a second? Rean asked the girl if she had seen Monk lately. Not today, I don't think. Do you need him for something? Yeah, I need his comment for tonight's radio show. I guess I'll head to his room and just hope he's there. There's no need for that. Sorry for the wait, Rean. I've just finished writing up our comment for the radio show. Just now? That's right, this comment is the fruit of 2 days of back-breaking non-stop labor. And when I say non-stop, I mean without so much as a wink of sleep. The bags under his eyes are pretty intense, even for him. He's such a radio geek. Misty won't be on the show, but a submission's a submission. Only the very best is good enough. I can tell that you're curious, so let me read it to you. Mishy, the international sensation, finally makes his Thor's Military Academy debut. But trouble is afoot. Mishy and Michette are being attacked by evil Mishy, and the only way to save them is to smack, smash, and mash away. So we'll come along to Class 5's Mishy Panic, save Mishy and Michette from their terrible fate. Mishy Panic, the only place where smacking something so cute can be so refreshing. And that's that. Make sure they don't leave out a single word. I'll be listening. Sure. Well, that's the last comment collected. I should go and give these to Michael. Aw, sucks that Misty won't be on. I wonder how upset Monk would be if I told him, it's like, hey, guess who got to talk with Misty? Anyway, let's turn this in. Here you go. Yo, how'd it go? Perfectly. I've got all 3 comments right here. Rean relayed the comments to Michael. Good stuff. They're good. generally short comments, so I'm pretty sure they'll get some great reactions from our guests. Oh, this is going to be a fantastic show. Before you run off, take some of these. Really glad you helped me out here. Oh, some Celestial Bombs and Curio Bombs. Awesome, thanks. Good luck with tonight's show. Right back at ya. Let's do what we gotta do and make this one hell of a festival. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so now for our last request. And this one comes with a warning. This one, once you finish the required one, you'll be brought to the evening. So if you have anything to take care of, now would be the time. Hello, Schwarzer. You wouldn't happen to be here in response to my request, would you? That's right. Today I'm here on behalf of the Student Council. The request said you needed someone to give students permission slips, correct? Yes. These slips prove that a student is upholding the necessary health and hygiene standards to sell food on campus. Any and all students planning to sell food, whether at a stall or at an attraction, must have one to do so. To some gourmands, these slips are the most important part of the festival. And yet a few of our students still haven't collected theirs. I'm starting to get a little worried. So that's why you need someone to deliver them. You hit the nail on the head. I do it myself, but people tend to be accident prone this time of year, so I need to be here in the infirmary. Sorry to push this on you when I'm sure you're already swamped, but such are the dangers of helping the student council. It's perfectly fine by me. I'm happy to help. What a guy. In that case, let me tell you where to deliver them. First on the list is Nicholas from the cooking club. They'll be holding cooking classes during the festival. I assume he's so focused on all the preparations that he's forgotten to come get the one thing that will let him cook. Probably a good guess. Next up we have Class 4's Eastern Tea House. As the name implies, they will be dealing in tea, sweets, and relaxation. I do believe it was Colette's job to pick up their slip. Now it's yours to get it to her. She's a sweet girl, if a bit on the clumsy side. It probably just slipped her mind. That sounds like something she'd do. At least she probably won't lose it if we bring it straight to her. Lastly, we have two food stalls that belong to Becky and Hugo. I've heard the two are trying to outsell one another. If they don't have their slips, they'll tie at 0 units each. They're probably too busy arguing to even think about stopping by. Maybe getting their slips will calm them down. So, to recap, Nicholas from the cooking club, Colette from Class 4, then Becky from Becky and Hugo, correct? You've got it. Here are their permission slips. Remember, the fate of the festival's food is writing on these. They're very important. Be sure to handle them as such. On top of that, each slip has the name of the person you need to deliver it to written on it. Don't get them mixed up. Got it. Understood. I'll be extremely careful. Never expected so much would be writing on this job. I need to make sure everything is perfect. Oh, calm down. It's a simple request, even if it is important. Let me know how it went once you're done. Will do. Okay, let's go. I can see. Let me out. Alright, well, first things first. And luckily, our first person is on this floor. You there. Hey, Colette, have you got a minute? I've got something for you. Oh, I've always got time for a gift. Here we are. Huh? Oh yeah, I completely forgot. That was a close one. Can't exactly have a tea house without tea. Whoops. Sorry you had to come all the way over here to deliver it, Rean. Hey, no worries. But do me a favor and try not to get me tasked with any last-second deliveries on the day of. We'll see about that. Thanks a lot. Oh, I said thanks a lot. Alright, next up, Second floor. This Nicholas fellow. Let's see. He's on the first room. Hey Milliam, you see Nicholas? I don't see Nicholas anywhere. Hey Milliam, quick question. Do you know where Nicholas is?
Nicholas? He said he was heading out to get some ingredients and stuff. So I guess he's probably at the general store in town.
Right, thanks. Probably regret this, but what are you making?
My own super special cookies. Nicholas asked me to make a whole bunch of different types. These ones have got hot chili peppers in them. Wanna try one?
No thanks. I couldn't deny someone else the privilege. For what it's worth, it seems like she fits right in with the cooking club. Now to head into town and find Nicholas. Alright. I could have just warped right there, but I didn't. Excuse me, sir, Nicholas. I believe I have something for you. Excuse me, Nicholas. I'm here to deliver your permission slip for the Academy Festival. Oh, sorry to make you come all this way just for that. Certain issues with the people I ordered the ingredients from have been keeping me busy. I've been trying to get in contact with the other sellers and plan out menu changes all at once. It's been messy. I was dead set on picking up the permission slip today, though. Instructor Beatrix was thinking just that. Anyway, here you go. Thanks a lot. I'm surprised she realized how busy I'd be, though. It's kind of nice to have such an attentive instructor. I suppose she picked up that situational awareness from her time in the military, though. Oh, I wasn't aware of this. Yep, she used to be a medical officer. Apparently, she was even famous enough to get some widely recognized nickname. Now I'm curious to hear more. That's all for I know, really. Thanks for delivering the permission slip, though. I'll head back to the club and stick it somewhere where it'll stand out. Please do. Not in the food, though. I mean, that would stand out, but don't do that. Alright, last but not least, the front gate. There's the duo.
Here, Hugo, this is my spot, so bolt.
Terribly sorry, Becky, but it's my spot now. I applied for it first. And by extension, that means I get priority.
But I brought all my stuff here first.
The application papers were vague as to what they meant by in front of the main building. But this is the exact spot I had in mind when I applied. I'm terribly sorry, Becky, but you'll have to concede.
No chance, mate. I had my eyes on this spot way before you.
The permission slips really are the last thing on either of their minds. Sorry to interrupt, but I have something for each of you.
Here, mate. We're a wee bit busy here.
The future of our sales ride on who gets this stall right here. So would you mind making this quick? Don't worry, I will.
I completely forgot about that.
You and me both. Perhaps we let our kerfuffle carry us away. Say, Becky, I have an idea. There's little point in a competition that's won based on stall position alone. What do you say neither of us takes this spot and we set up our stalls on either side of the front gate?
So we'll be right across from for each other? Aye, that sounds good. Let's go with that then. Sorry to say though, wee man, but I'll be winning this one for either way.
Oh, Becky, the fact that you're naive enough to think that's possible is one of the reasons you're so charming. I should probably get out of here before they get started again. Those were the last two slips. I better let Instructor Beatrix know that I've delivered everything. Now I'm going to make this little safety save that I can do anything with. So if it ends up being like I'm the deciding factor, I'm going with the girl. I don't know. I just like her spunk. Ooh. Alright. All done. I've delivered all the permission slips.
Good work. How was everyone?
Pretty much exactly the way you described. That made things go a lot smoother, actually.
I'm glad to see that there's still some use for this old woman's wisdom. Now that you're here, why not have some tea? Have a seat. I'll prepare something special to thank you for your help.
Well, it'd probably be rude to turn her down now. I'd love some, thanks. This is delicious.
It's my special blend. Takes the fatigue right out of you. You've actually learned about a lot of the herbs in there in my class.
Is that so? This tea and Sharon's are so different that I can't even compare the two.
I almost forgot how fun it is to have tea with someone so young. So tell me, how are things going in Class 7? You're always so busy these days.
That we are, but our concert is really coming together now. We're doing the final fittings for our costumes today. Tomorrow will be a full day of rehearsal. We're definitely cutting it close, but we're all feeling motivated. There's no way this won't be a success.
Oh my, such confidence. Just make sure you don't work so hard you end up having to pay me a visit.
We'll try not to. She really does care about all the students on campus. She even knew a lot about the ones who forgot their slips.
Class 7 has accomplished a great deal over the past half year. It's always a pleasure to learn what you're up to. That said, it seems like you also have a knack for getting yourselves into trouble. I'm certainly not opposed to Instructor Sarah's methods, but she could stand to be a bit more protective.
You might be onto something, but that attitude has helped us out before. Which reminds me, you've known her for a while now, haven't you? I've heard that you used to be a medical officer in the Army. Is that when your paths crossed?
Something like that, yes. Well, I suppose you're all at that age where it's expected you to come across trouble every now and then. But keep in mind that pushing yourselves beyond your breaking point to accomplish something you can't will only end badly. Just like it did for her all those years ago.
Understood.
Gracious me, I didn't mean to lecture you like this. Teachers have it, I guess. And it appears our tea has gotten cold. Perhaps that's a sign that we have to bring this lovely conversation to an end.
I suppose so. But it was nice to hear what you had to say. I'll take it to heart.
Glad to hear it. This is your first Academy Festival, so I hope you'll enjoy the whole thing, preparation included.
I will. Thank you again. You got the Ecologem. Ooh. What's the Ecologem? Is it just done to make Earth arts? Oh no! It gives Ancient Glyph and plus 80 to your defense. Not bad. Alright, so as soon as you leave this building, the event will start. However, this is unfortunately going to have to be the end of this session. So, next time on The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, we'll be going to work on our concert practice, and we'll also be dealing with anything that comes up. I really don't know too much about what's going to happen, so I'll see you guys next time.